I thought I'd put a little update video just to explain what's been going on with the project truck. I haven't posted in a couple of weeks. I'm in a parts hunt. My brother and I got together, I guess it was the weekend before last, and we tried to put the motor in, and that being its own little endeavor. We got it all the way installed into the engine bay, and only to realize that the mounts that I got that bolt to the engine itself, that slide over the isolator mount that goes on the frame, were wrong. One side would go in, bolt slid right through, and then you go to the other side and spread out too far on the block side, so that the other one was like 1.5 inches offset from the motor mount. So wrong part. I've gotten very used to that. I have got such a collection of wrong parts for this thing. I could open up a store, might do that later, and sell them back to people on eBay, because I've got a few. But anyway, after some more research, because I really thought I had researched this and got the proper ones, I found another part number that cross-references to this year truck and the style of motor, a small block. Even though it's not the original small block that was built for these trucks, which I believe was the LT1 or something like that. It's like a second gen small block Chevy. But these, what I found on this block that I have, which is a 73 vintage, all the bolt holes are the same. Everything is where it is with all these others. Like you saw in the video that I put up last, the accessory drive pretty much bolted right up. I had to tap one hole, but that's just a model year change where they mount brackets. Going from individual drive belts to a serpentine system, the mounting bracket was different, and the block I had didn't have a provision for it, so you made one. But the pad was there. They were working with the same casting and same dimensions the whole time. Heads, the distributor setup, and intake, obviously fuel injection, all were different, but the block itself is the same. It's a small block Chevy. So, thought I had the right ones, didn't. I ordered the new ones, delayed shipping, supposed to be here this coming Saturday, which will work out fine. If they show up on time, then the Labor Day weekend here, I've got some time to make another run at it. So that's where we're at with the truck. I did get the other bolt for the passenger side motor mount out. Thought it was a rather creative solution. I'll insert a little bit of video right here showing you what I did with that. So I'll meet you back on the other side. Y'all get a kick out of this. First order of business is to get this nut on the back of that bolt, which I've been putting off forever. I've got a plan. I'm not going to reveal it because I don't want to look like an idiot if it doesn't work, but if it does, you'll hear. If not, we'll drop we're just going to have to drop that lower control arm and do it the hard way. But I'm going to get on that, see how that progresses, and I'll let you know. All right, I guess I'll go ahead and clue you into the plan, because I think it's going to work. You see a hole there, and then underneath it, you see the end of the bolt. This is the cross member. So I just got the angle grinder out, and I cut a window, and I can see through to the bolt. So this is going to be pretty easy to get the nut on there. Now, of course, now I've got a big hole in the cross member, but I have a welder. So I'm going to go ahead and just weld the piece I cut back into that sucker, booger it up really good, and it should be fine. It's boxed, so to speak, in that it does not reach the corners of the frame, so I don't think stress fractures or anything's going to matter too much. It's got plenty of bite still to the main chassis, so I don't think this is going to be an issue after this is welded back in. And if it is, we'll deal with it. But this is what I'm going to do. I'll go ahead and get the nut on there and get that guy sent. So now you know two things. One, idiots can play with fire and not die. Number two, there's another way to get that bolt out. It's the way I did it. I don't know if it's going to hold up. I don't have any fear about that frame cracking or stressing out or anything like that, or I would not have done it. My welds are terrible. Probably going to go back through it again before I put the engine in and just spot it up a few more times around the perimeter, but I don't have any fear about that thing becoming an issue in the future. And if it does, we'll just weld more plate on it. It's just a big piece of steel, so you can weld more steel on it and make it strong again. It works for bridges, airplanes, and idiots in their driveway. So time-tested methods. Hopefully, this coming Sunday night, maybe next Monday, there will be a video, and it will be of an engine sitting in the Chevy, mounted, bolted up, transmission installed, drive shaft put back in, linkage reconnected, electrical connections done, fuel system set up, radiator temporarily installed, possibly fired. We'll see. That's a lot to ask right now, especially the way things have been going for me. But we'll see how it turns out, and I'm as excited as you are to see the outcome of this. So, and we'll see how it goes. So thanks for keeping up with it. I haven't forgot about it, and I haven't forgot about you. I appreciate all of the views, the likes. I'd like to see a few more comments. You guys see this video, especially on these other platforms like Rumble and BitChute that I'm using. Don't be afraid to chime in. Say something, ask something, make a suggestion. I'm all ears. So we'll see how this one turns out, and hopefully I'll see you here in about 2 or 3 days. Y'all take care.